Hey guys, BanishDesigns here. I've got a big update for you guys. I want to say, first of all, thank you for 100 likes on my last video. That's absolutely incredible that you guys are coming back and being active with me. Now all I need is a couple more views to see that, but 100 likes, that is incredible. Thank you guys so much. So another really big update is I am now the lead designer for Darth Designs. So Ray went to obey, and he was a great leader, and his decision was good. I'm really happy to know him, and he's gonna keep working and doing great designs. So this is actually my first ever background with chains. I made the chains for this background specifically, and then realized that I could make a lot of different styles and designs with it. So the reason I chose this is because they're a hardcore team. They play like hardcore heavy metal music, and I thought their logo would look really cool with chains on it, and this is what I came up with. So let's go through this style really quick about what I've done. So I've got my usual textures, all of them. When you take them off, it's way too bright, and it's too simple for how the logos are designed, as you can tell. So keep going up, and you've got, I actually have some ripples in there, like the ripped wall kind of texture, which is what that is. These are just some chains. These are the chains I have. So as you see, I have a bunch of textures on them, and then I have the chain at the bottom, and this is what I have on it, just a color overlay to make it a bit darker or a bit lighter. Now I have all these chains going around like this, holding the inside, the bottom, and the back of the logo, while also going forward and having them hang down. So this is how I got off my kind of design for the textures. I found these three textures and mixed them together, and as you see, it creates a very grungy and bright light over at the top. So this was a little too dark on the edges for me. With this, I thought it was perfect, and now this is where my kind of logo that I've created, like style material I have, is today. Also, I have a blood splatter going across them, if you see here, going up from the top and the bottom here. Now this one is a lot simpler than the Darth one, just because it was my first one and a very new idea towards, like, new concept towards my stuff. Now another thing I put on this was these chains at the side. Now they're kind of blurred out and darker, kind of like it's a depth of field to give the focal point more towards the logo than anything else. You keep going up, and these are those ones. They have a Gaussian blur on them, and that's it. Sanctum, that's all it is up at the top. These groups are still for all these chains. I thought these look really cool. They're perfect size for this very big and awesome logo. So what I did on these, I have a color overlay and a drop shadow. That's it. My new one has a couple more extra things to it that I've never tried before, and now it's really awesome to me. Also, what I've done, these are all the textures and the blood, as you see. Then more chains, more of the logo. These are kind of still chains. So also what I did, I added this very light kind of glow with it, so it looks like they're floating, levitating from the sky, or kind of like wind, a glowing mist coming from the bottom of the logos. I thought that looked really cool, and I'm probably going to keep doing that. But if you see, I'm just going to grab one. That's all it is. Just a simple brush, and then either turn the opacity up or down, and it also gave a nice glow to the edge of that. You keep going up, and then I have these, which is these little kind of holdings, little like kind of curves inside it. They kind of look like they're metal, and they're holding up the modules. It just goes with the flow of the rest of the background, how it's grungy and everything, and how it just looks kind of dark and kind of medieval, rustic looking. Then at the top, I have the text, which is for the links, right here. As you see, I've just got the leaders, and then all the other links, myself, Terror Tracks, Votra, and another co-leader who has done a lot of great work with them as well. Then I have the dots, which are actually diamonds that I've turned, and as well as these, which is, I have an inner shadow, which does a ton to this to make it what it is, and a drop shadow. And finally at the bottom you have Banish, designed by BanishDesigns. These are kind of what I've done to make the design. I've got a curve, which just with the curve you see how much it's done. Then you take off all the gradients and the color, and you've got this nasty looking background. So you put that on, just gives it a blue tint. Add this gradient, which is red to yellowish. This is purple to orange. This one is green to yellowish. This one is blue to yellowish, and then the curve, and you get the final great glow from the top of all the backgrounds and the design that I've been looking for in my new style. And also at the top I have a burst of dirt, giving it that extra little focal point towards the main logo instead of these two and the rest. So if you guys like this, 100 likes again would be absolutely incredible. I know you guys can do it. I've seen your activity with my channel so far. I'm going to be uploading a lot more often now because I've seen that you guys can actually fulfill the likes that I've wanted and how positive you guys have been reacting towards my videos. Thank you guys so much, and hope you enjoyed this, and can't wait to post more for you guys. Peace.